And good evening, y'all. Vidya James here, getting ready to do some reacting. Let's go ahead and join the call.
Software news
There we go.
for stuff mostly in 2021, and then 3 hours of Treehouse Live for like gameplay and stuff like that.
Hey, Zeph.
Test. Y'all can hear me?
Yes.
All right.
Hear you.
We are live.
Yo.
Hello. Nice to meet you, Dice. Nice to meet Dice. Ha 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 ha.
Well, we met before back in Anarchia, but that was like ages ago.
Right? Good lord. Oh god, you just aged me by like 20 years just by saying that name. Why would you say that name?
So we're using this. Wait, hold on. We're using Capcom USA because Twitch gaming is not working.
Okay.
So.
Am I on Capcom USA?
Well,
I believe I'm on Capcom USA.
Twitch is just offline right now, but
okay, we're just waiting.
It's just a.
Alright. Yeah, I was supposed to get off at like 3:45 at work, but that didn't fucking happen, so I was like, oh! You have to put on that nice face for the customer, you're like, yes, please, hurry up. Get out of my face. I need to leave. Get out. Get out.
is there certain doors that way?
Just like, be nice. Okay, they're gone, and just make a mad dash for the front door.
Is this special events or just chatting?
Well, a little bit of both.
Special, C3 special.
Konnichiwa, Ramel. Hello, Kara.
Alright. Special events, okay.
Well, for me, it's a special event because it's my first. This is my first like big collab thing outside of like Splatoon, but that was offline. So this is an online collab thing. Hopefully, this will be the first of many because this is gonna be fun. I'm nervous.
This is my first time doing something like this, so like it's.
Oh crap! Capcom USA went up to 10,000 views.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, boy! I'm looking at that number climb right now.
We are doing all right. Caramel is asking how everyone is doing.
Like I just blinked my eyes and went from 900 to 954.
Hold
that
on,
was pretty quick.
I'm gonna check the show.
These are filling up.
14,000. Yeah. Ooh. 14,000 are watching. It's already got like 1,000 likes and 13 dislikes. Like, guys, guys, this should have been yesterday. Downvote. They're already mad.
All right. So what I want from Capcom's from their announcements, I want Final Fight 4. I want to see Mike Hagar in any form. Dragon's Dogma 2, sure, for sure.
You're gonna get Mike Hagar as a costume for Zangief, who got nerfed into oblivion on the last patch, and you're gonna like it.
I'm nodding my head. I'll accept that.
That's what we got in Street Fighter 4. So
Yep.
He already had a Hagar outfit in Street Fighter 4. But Idazan knocked Daigo out of the tournament the last tournament, so Capcom punished him by nerfing both of his fucking mains.
I will even take like having his character as like some kind of like background piece on a stage. Just like a few frames of animation. That's it.
I'm actually curious as to what he's doing since Cody is now the mayor of Metro City. So, what the hell could he be doing?
With his record? Wow, cool.
Yeah, it's weird. Like that's his story. He's now the mayor of Metro City.
Okay.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Street Fighter 5, yes.
So it was weird. I don't know, but I don't think they said anything about what Hagar is doing. I guess he retired. I don't know.
I hope he's back with Saturday Night Slam Masters.
That'll be.
Maybe he's like being a manager or something for that.
That'll probably be the most we get for Street Fighter 5. Is like he'll one of those Saturday Night Slam Masters will be a costume for one of the characters because Capcom doesn't seem to want to do anything outside of putting. We didn't get new Rival Schools. They just put in Rival Schools character in Street Fighter 5. That's as much as they're willing to go. They put Devilot from freaking from one of those other games, Cyberbots. They put Devilot from Cyberbots as a costume, but not for Karen, who actually does the Ojo-sama laugh. They made her a costume for Minot. Like, why would you do that? You had the perfect character to give her a costume for, and you gave it to Minot? Fucking Minot? You have the fucking Ojo-sama curls and the fucking laugh and everything. Oh, God.
I think I'm subscribed to a YouTube channel that is nothing but Ojo-sama laughs.
It's oh god, it's rough. It's some of the decisions they made for some of these characters. I'm not expecting too much. I would hope to see something new. I would like to, or at least an IP that they haven't touched in a long while, like something like like Lost Planet or something. Something other. So like we're on Resident Evil 8, like Monster Hunter 5.5, Devil May Cry 5, Street Fighter 5. Like, can we put a 2 next to something?
We are live, guys. We are live.
We are? Good. Cool.
All right, there's that.
Welcome to Raid Shadow Legends.
Okay, I'm getting Raid Shadow Legends apparently.
Raid Shadow.
Capcom is like a dragon on a pile of IPs that they just don't use, and it makes
Why
them
am
so
I
mad.
on Young
Star
Ye?
Stalker's God-handed.
Oh fuck. There we go.
Forward a bit.
Okay, I'm still looking at the Capcom logo. Is that what you guys are seeing?
I read it. This lady's talking.
Yeah, lady's talking.
Alright, I think I'm a little behind
Welcome
then.
to the Capcom Seltzer, and I'll be your guide as we walk through the latest releases, news, and
Let me turn
updates
this
from
down a little
Capcom. We'll hear from the Resident Evil Village team, share some news from the world of Monster Hunter, and get the latest on Ace Attorney. Then we'll wrap up with some updates from our friends at Capcom Fighters. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Okay.
Our first stop today, Resident Evil Village. The Resident Evil
Resident Evil
franchise
Village?
continues
Okay.
to pioneer the latest and greatest in survival
I'm
horror.
still too loud.
The team has been blown away by the response to Resident Evil Village, which launched last month. It brought the world another chapter in this decades-long story as the franchise celebrates its 25th anniversary this year.
Am I too loud for you guys, or?
Introduce Tsuyoshi Kanda, producer on Resident
I can
Evil
barely
Village,
hear it on your end,
with a
but
special
I'm
message
just
for
kind
the
of like, I've
fans.
got the volume up a little bit for myself here.
Okay.
Like for my laptop.
Another time.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
I'm just trying not to make it too loud.
I'm
Yeah,
getting old Snake vibes from Chris.
She's everything to me.
I'm not a hero. Never was. Never will be.
I think it's time you left things in my hands. Go on, rest now.
7.1.age.
Hi everyone, my name is Tsuyoshi Kanda,
Oop.
producer on Resident Evil Village. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank everyone who's played since we launched the game in May. We hope you're enjoying this new chapter in survival horror. As a reminder, everyone who purchases Resident Evil Village will gain free access to our online multiplayer title, Resident Evil ReVerse, where players go head-to-head with their favorite Resident Evil heroes and bioweapons. I'm now happy to announce that
on digital
Resident Evil
DLC.
ReVerse
You
will
called
go
it.
live
I
Yeah.
called it.
across all supported platforms.
I kind of figured.
So head into the
Game just came out, so there's gotta be
Resident
DLC
Evil
for it already.
25th Anniversary.
Oh yeah.
Next up, long-awaited news from the world of Monster Hunter. Adventuring alongside monsters, battling them with friends. We've got something. Let's dive
Development has just started on DLC for Resident Evil Village. More info later. Alright, well that's where my
Thank you, Kanda-san, for that wonderful update. Next up, some long-awaited news from the world of Monster Hunter. Whether it's adventuring alongside monsters or battling them with friends, we've got something for you. First, let's dive into the brand new story-based RPG entry to the series, Monster Hunter
anime
Stories 2,
Got some
Wings
drama
of
here.
Ruin.
Anime.
Story is still heavy.
Oh wait. this is
Yeah, I knew this.
Never mind.
Pocket
It's a
Monster
spin-off
Hunter.
series of Monster Hunter stories. It's like more JRPG than action adventure.
This was his fate.
Yeah. That's all.
Which is I think this started as a mobile game. I
May
think.
have been strong and
Monster
skilled,
Hunter did?
but against the
Or no, the
onslaught
side
of
story.
nature,
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Monster
he
Hunter
was
Stories.
merely a man.
I think it was first released on
He never
mobile,
stood
and
a
then it
chance.
kind of bled onto.
All around
Switch.
things just
So on.
kept getting worse.
Oh, yeah, figures.
But I
Everybody
had-
wants to lean more into
the
mobile
Guardian
games these
Rapper
days.
had survived and returned to Hakoda Island. I went there to see Red's old monster again. Then, of course, that's when I met you.
You were given Red's kinship stone and now a Rathalos egg. This is destiny.
Wow, I could make one awesome omelet out of this. Oh, shit, hatch. Fuck!
Raid's wing Ratha, the monster with the wings of ruin.
It's said that a beat of its wings can bring about waves of destruction.
Many people believe there's a connection between the strange happenings and the wings of
pandering to me,
ruin.
and
The pits
I'm
are
not saying
appearing
no to it.
everywhere, and they're emitting a strange light.
like the relationship between the character and the monster is kind of what I wanted Pokemon to do.
Right?
Yeah.
Like have
Digimon
like,
kind of
like,
does that.
What's this whole idea of
yeah, I know. And like I think that's why I like the narrative of those games more than what Pokemon's been doing. Because you've got the trainer who's just standing there giving orders when I want him to be an actual participant.
Right.
The bonds between monsters and
Hit him with a splash attack!
just like your bonds
Dodge it!
between humans.
Now hit him with your own splash attack!
They're slave, not friends.
Yeah.
Ratha really have?
Fuck, pretty. Pokemon, yeah, Pokemon world's pretty fucked up like that. But then again, 8-year-olds can take that. Like what are they? 8-10-year-olds can take down entire criminal organizations.
Yeah, that whole narrative is
It's weird.
kind of whack.
Faison, what's going on, buddy? It's like there's like no matter what laws you break, the one law that nobody ever fucking dares to break is if your Pokemon is defeated, so are you. You gotta stop whatever it is you're doing. You gotta stop. I'm gonna destroy the world. Oh, my Pokemon lost.
I said hi.
Riders can bond with monsters.
We kind of got a little bit of this in some of the more modern Pokemon games, where like the Pokemon will randomly shake off status effects if you have like high enough bond with them.
Yeah, like they started doing that in Sun and Moon.
Right, yes. Which was a nice touch. Like, oh, it didn't want it hung on because it didn't want you to worry. The first time that happened, I was like, really? For me?
Yeah, and I really like that too. And I just wish they would double down on stuff.
Exactly,
like
yeah. Like make the bonds mean something.
Yeah, it's like at some point in the battle, they're like, "Oh, trainer decided to run up to the Pokemon and hit him with a stick or something like that,
Right.
gouge out his eyes." Like, Nintendo would never do that, but be brave, guys. Come on,
Right.
cowards.
Take some chances. Oh, you get a Palamute now? Hmm. But that's not a monster.
Are you sure? Oh,
Update number 1. Oh,
those are good. Those are cool amiibos.
Monster Hunter Rise save like data.
yeah, they do. They're doing a lot of
stories, too.
cross stuff. So if you happen to have a save, so yeah, you have to pre-order. You have to have an amiibo. You have to have a save file from the previous game. Then you have to have day one. Then you have to buy the season pass. It's like fuck. It's getting a little much.
This substantiates all those rumors about Nintendo having a giant vault full of nothing but money with collecting dust over the decades. It's stuff like this that adds to that.
Alright.
As one of the new Monsties in the first free title update coming soon after the game's release. You can get an early peek at the game with the Monster Hunter Stories 2
Okay.
Wings of Ruin trial
Sure
version,
thing.
starting on June 25th.
Let's find out
which
more.
also carries your progress over to the
Collabs,
full game release
Monster
just
Hunter
a few weeks
Frost
later on
Nike,
July 9th.
for sure.
That's not the only way to join the
Oh, my
hunt.
Rathalos High Tops.
Millions of you made Monster Hunter Rise a huge
I wouldn't
success
mind
earlier
Rathalos
this
High
year.
Tops though.
And we have even more content
Oh, for sure, they would sell,
including a new
definitely.
They would sell.
collaboration
Like
on
if
the
they were
line.
Rathalos High Tops, then I would have I'd have resistance to water and lightning, I think, but then I'd be weak to dragon and ice. What are those? No, Rathalos! I'm gonna fucking. I'm sorry.
Sounds like a breakfast cereal. Or a complete.
God damn it! That's a
Rathalos.
good one, Rathalos.
Okay, where's my Monster Hunter anime series?
Yep.
Right?
Sorry?
Where's my Monster Hunter manga?
I'm doing a show right now, but like as soon as it's done, I'll come in.
Who would make it though?
So this is the one crossover. Oh, it's just just costumes. So nothing worth crowing about. Let's get the rider. It's just layered. So layered armor is literally just like cosmetic. It just changes the outer appearance, but it doesn't exactly. It doesn't look that good. So it's like, nah, I'm okay.
So that playing possum, does that actually like discourage the monster from targeting you? Do they just kind of walk away then? Like, does that affect gameplay in any way?
Not really.
That angers me.
Shadow shades, new stickers, paid downloadable content. Yeah. Oh, new voice packs.
That's objectively true.
New dances, I guess.
Very hot these days.
3.1. Okay, so we get. Oh, it's a quest reward. Okay,
boy.
But still nothing really.
Phoenix Wright. Here we go.
Never been a better time to be a Monster Hunter fan.
Oh wow, I'm way behind you guys now.
For a quick second.
Oh, okay. I guess I better have better connection. I have no free drops at all.
Stories of adventure. Well,
Yeah, she's still talking about freaking Monster Hunter. So
fans of Phoenix Wright will have new chapters to explore with the release of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
yeah, Grace Ace.
North American and European future attorneys will finally be able to get their hands on the Great Ace Attorney Adventures and the Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve, which were previously only available in Japan. You'll travel back in time to the late 19th century Japan and London to play as Ryunosuke Naruhodo, Phoenix Wright's ancestor.
Naruhodo.
Action-packed prequel. Now let's hear more about the story.
Well, that is his Japanese name, right?
What?
Naruhodo. The only reason I know that is because playing Marvel vs. Capcom 3, some of the cast will say Naruhodo-kun when they tag him in.
Is this some 1930s steampunk like ace attorneys? Is this what this is? It, what have I walked into?
I think it's older games that weren't released outside of Japan apparently.
Well, why are they keeping secrets from us? Like, come on, show your treasures.
We must solve this case, Naruhodo-san.
Let us engage in the
Sholmes. Was it Herlock Sholmes? I don't know much. I honestly don't know much about the Ace Attorney series. Filthy peasants and trying to plot.
I played a Phoenix Wright since the fourth one.
The defense demands its right to a cross-examination.
I am aware of the series. I have not played 1 second of it. I respect the series and like them for what they are.
Right.
And I'm happy for anyone that is enriched by the series, but I've never touched one.
Not my cup of tea, but you all feel free to drink it. As
Yeah,
I
it's
say.
all good. Got her. It's just so.
The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Alright.
So we have 10 new cases and 8 mini escapades.
And
where
manager,
you get to
okay.
take on the role of a defense attorney.
Solid.
Now, we all want to see some gameplay, right? Let's take a closer first look at 2 gameplay features new to the franchise in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles: Dance of Deduction and Summation Examination.
What? Dance of Deduction and Summation of...
I'm Jonathan.
What?
Capcom's marketing brand manager.
Okay, I just hit the marketing brand manager point, so yeah, I'm about like 10 seconds behind y'all.
I read that as Dance of Seduction, I'm sorry.
I heard that as Dance of Seduction, I was like, wait, what?
Mr. Show.
Features Dance of Deduction and Summation Examination. Coming
Mr. Show.
Ace Attorney series.
Well, if it was Dance of Seduction, that might bump it up to an M rating.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I might have to pay more attention to this game series.
Alright, son, pass the controller to mom and dad. This game's targeting them.
Your true Diane is a villain.
And the brilliance of deduction from Detective Herlock.
I suppose this will be an oral examination.
No horny. No horny.
Herlock will proceed to present his logic and reasoning spectacular, a grandiose yet flawed series of conjectures.
A villain.
as you cannot fail to observe the subject of the article possessing. I can't read fast enough. I'm sorry.
Wow, so like you and I probably aren't like watching. There's no delay in the stream we're watching anyway, because yeah, word for word as they're shown off.
Yeah. I'm watching Capcom's one.
Yeah, same here.
Villain Bolshevik. He has the power to create spotlights, apparently. Indoors.
Okay, you know what? If they release a demo for this, I'll bite for sure. I'll bite. I haven't played an Ace Attorney game ever. 2021, that changes.
We'll then discuss to correct the flaws in Herlock's deductions. At this point, players will be prompted to search for clues that help identify the errors in the detective's logic and reveal the truth to the mystery. As players present new evidence and observations, Herlock will amend his deductions based on the new information.
Oh, I also have the ability to create spotlights.
Herlock enter into a semi-metaphorical, semi-literal dance that brings them to the conclusion of the dance of deduction.
Womp womp. Oh, it's a good thing they're going through this, otherwise I might have to buy the game and find out what happens.
For this demo, it's probably just going to be this one anyway.
Alright, there's our new waifu, so maybe the internet can move on from the stupid black and green haired rabbit. Because I've seen way too much of that on my timeline as it is. Although honestly, she already looks like, fuck, what's, Dr. Kasak's daughter from Mega Man 4?
I know who you're talking about.
I'm blanking on her name.
I forget her name.
Their progress will be displayed and represented by two scales of justice. One black, representing a guilty verdict, and one white, representing a not guilty verdict.
Checking.
Ooh,
Kalinka.
Waiting for somebody to get offended on that. Black is guilty and white is innocent?
Provide explanations as to why they've reached their guilty
Capcom, they're cancelled in this year?
Aren't they always?
Of 2021.
Granted, if we were to why buy the workout video, we get the infomercial for free.
Sway the jury in your favor. Examine each statement carefully.
It's not Natalia.
Jurors to call out the flaws in their logic.
Dr. Cossack's daughter, Kalinka.
Yes. What's her name?
Kalinka.
Kalinka. Okay, there we go. All right.
I had to go to Google for that one because I completely forgot.
Yeah. Well, it's not like she's shown up in other games.
You ready to provide evidence for the court record to help
She's had
not a major role, I should say.
Rockboard, I think.
When you successfully point out one of these contradictions among the jurors,
but we never got Rockboard here on these shores, so that's kind of pointless to mention.
It seems to be the way now. It's like instead of getting new games, we're just getting games that were never released in the U.S. is becoming more of a thing.
Persuade the jury
to
help prove your client's innocence.
That said, it's actually quite possible that we may one day get this that Mega Man or Rockboard game.
This has just been a small taste.
Yeah, well, we're probably gonna get that before we get Mother 3.
Oh yeah, because, you know, that's damn true too.
That's the real reason what Reggie quit was because like I'm fucking tired of this shit. I'm getting out of here. They never stop.
It's like you can take anything except Mother 3.
There are some exciting new adventures and titles to look forward to.
Mother 3 is
Did someone yes, someone just someone did.
let's close out today's showcase with a few words from two of the stars of Capcom Fighters.
Could
Rob
somebody
TV
play someone's theme in the
They'll
chat?
tell us what's been going on with
Oh wait, I don't have
Capcom's
someone's theme in the
first
chat.
updates
Fuck.
on the Capcom Pro Tour, Intel World Open, Street Fighter League, and all the other content on Capcom Fighters.
Hold on.
Over to you guys.
Oops. What is this? I've never saw it.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Capcom Esports presentation for E3 2021. My name is Vicious, commentator for the Capcom Pro Tour as well as Street Fighter League, here with competitive Street Fighter V player and
known fighting game series, Street Fighter V.
Yep.
What's going on, Rob?
Each title, we get a whole lot of
that just sounds beautiful. It has a ring to it, and
a lot of
that's the
attention.
perfect word to describe what we have for everyone today.
Tell them for it.
Street Fighter V, Capcom E3, it just feels right, and you feel the electricity in the air.
Soan must have said something, and the Capcom ninjas had to go after him. Soan, what did you do? What did you say?
He's being recruited by Shadow.
So they're about to reveal. They're about to reveal the final DLC character, Evil Soan. His own stream went this way.
That's we know. So Jitsu, I tried. I failed.
Yep, there it is. That was the match. That was the match that Itazan beat Daigo, knocked him out of the tournament, and subsequently Capcom nerfed both of his mains for no fucking reason. They didn't need to be nerfed. They weren't top tier. They nerfed him anyway because they knocked out he knocked out their boy. Fuck that.
You gotta wonder, like, how that sours that kind of relationship there too, because that just kind of seems like a douche thing to do. I'm sorry.
Well, I say it as a joke, but given how the last balance patch, the last balance patch was supposed to address a lot of weaknesses. Not only did they not address any of the weaknesses that Zangief or Abigail had, they created more. Like, blatantly bad ones. Zangief can now get thrown out of absolutely anything. He has no throw invincibility on any move. The fucking archetypical grappler can be out-grappled. That's how badly they nerfed the shit out of him.
I don't follow fighting games all that much. I just kind of watch them occasionally, and that saddens me. It really does.
I apologize, because Zangief was my original main, and I had to switch to Abigail because he was missing too many tools, and now they've nerfed both of those characters even further.
That's terrible.
It's not like he won the Itazan. The guy's name is literally Itazan, like Itabashi Zangief. Like, it's part of his pro handle because he's that good with Zangief. And he knocked Daigo out of the tournament. He didn't end up winning it, but he had to be punished for winning the tournament. So it's back. Let's play his theme in reverse. Alright. Everything alright there? I think he's back. Nope. He went this way again.
Let's not forget, the Intel World Opening is happening right now.
They're just talking and fucking talking. There's that's Itazan. Oh, I say that like, yeah, but I think you guys are a little ahead of me.
I'm looking at the Capcom USA Twitch stream.
Oh, you're on Twitch. Okay, I'm on YouTube. I might need to start watching.
Oh, okay.
That might have been why. Okay, I think we need to coordinate on which stream we're watching.
Okay, that's cool.
Testing.
Okay, I see. Okay, he's back. I hear you.
Yeah, apparently somebody in my household decided to set the phone up.
Oh, damn.
So I was like, what? So my stream died and everything died, and I'm like,
you got Capcom'd. You got
You didn't miss anything. They're just talking about.
Yeah, they've just literally just been nothing.
Tournament stuff.
It's like tournaments, man! Tournaments! Pro Tour tournaments! Tournaments are cool. You should watch the tournaments.
Let me load up OBS again.
I almost went to Evo of, I'm guessing it was 2018 as a spectator because it was being held in Vegas at the time. I was living in Vegas at the time, and I almost missed. Life got in the way.
This has just been one long fucking commercial for fucking CPT. That's literally all this is. It's nothing, no additions to the game.
Thanks, guys.
No content.
It's been a really exciting season so far.
It was just a fucking Capcom Pro Tour commercial.
Remember to check out Capcom Fighters Twitch and YouTube channels for more information and watch the latest matches. So that's a wrap for Capcom at E3 this year.
Drop a Mega Man nugget here.
One more thing, like if you're gonna end it with a fucking CPT commercial, that's it. I'm not doing another live stream for Capcom shit ever again. Cause holy shit, y'all suck at this.
You have to downgrade them to reactions to like their Twitch posts.
Not even that.
I'm sorry, their Twitter
It's
posts.
not even a reaction. It's a okay. That's not a reaction. Like that's it.
Wow, so I didn't really miss much.
You didn't miss shit.
Crashing, it doesn't really do it.
It was.
You can disappear for another 5 minutes. I guarantee you're probably not gonna miss anything either.
Yeah, probably.
Capcom has a rich history with action adventure titles such as Mega Man. This is gonna be like another like entertaining like commercial or information
So
block.
basically, they did what, 3 games?
So it was DLC, a game that's about to come out, like the Monster Hunter Stories game, which we already knew and we've already seen a shit ton for. They announced the 3.1 update for frickin' Monster Hunter Rise, which we already knew. We knew going in that there was going to be more updates for that. Yeah, a whole lot of nothing and a long ass. The bulk of what you missed was the fucking commercial. Just 2 guys talking about CPT. That was it. No content for Street Fighter V, just, you should watch the tournament. You should watch the tournament. It was just this one dude fucking jacking off the fucking CPT for like 5 minutes that entire time. That was...
I'm glad, one, I didn't make a VOD of this.
Somebody was trying to spare you, dude. Oh my god. Somebody did you a favor.
That took 42 minutes, like three IPs, or 2 IP. Wait, no, 3 IPs, and
3 IPs, because both of them are Monster Hunter.
Like the fact that they still have a tournament thing going on. 40 minutes. What? Okay.
That was it. That was it.
Oh man,
that was
my test run, and it was like no.
No, that's good. That's good. It's a good that we got to test this on something shitty, because if we were doing this on something decent and then you cut out, that would have been shitty.
Yes.
So fortunately,
Nintendo, they can't screw it up.
Right? They're just yeah. The bar is so low.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll watch tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna watch it on Twitch instead. I'm just nervous about Twitch because I have so many watching you and FaZe on trying to stream on Twitch is always a headache. It's one of the reasons why I try to avoid it. I don't have that many problems watching people on YouTube. The chat gives me issues, but if it's just watching people stream, then YouTube seems to be fine. But streaming on Twitch always seems to be an issue.
Now it's in the loop.
All right.
Hey, I'm not sure if this is of any interest to you, but the next conference coming up is for Razer, the ones who do like their gaming laptops and such, peripherals and things. I actually might check that out.
Alright, nah, I think I'm good.
Oh, Phazon was in my chat when I did it.
My family's trying to get something to eat, so I've been holding off on it, and it was for nothing. It was for nothing. God, I could have been having dinner, and I watched this shit. Thanks, Capcom. Fuck.
So post-pandemic E3, a little bit rough, but post-pandemic E3 should be better. Should be better, hopefully.
Yes.
Hopefully. Oh, Bandcat, what's going on? We will be watching the Nintendo presentation tomorrow, so if everybody wants to join us then, we feel free to do so. The chat is open, so I'm gonna leave it alone. I wanted to do more with the icons and stuff, but I have a feeling it's just nothing good is gonna happen if I try to mess with that. I'll just leave it as it is. and I'll save the more fancy stuff for later. Right now, because Jesus Christ, I had to sit through a 5-minute wank fest of two guys just, oh my god, CPT is so freaking awesome! Everybody should watch CPT! No, dude, it's not that great!
So they think it's possible that a person can know of and be enthused with the Street Fighter brand, but completely forget that they have a tournament circuit thing on the side.
Exactly!
Yeah, for sure that happens.
Exactly! Not a teaser, nothing like, hey, here's some new costumes, or like, this is the new character. Like, this is E3! This is when you do your big announcements! And this felt like one of their directs they could have had at any time. Like all the Monster Hunter directs they've been doing. This is the biggest...
So I have to wonder, like people in an office somewhere in Capcom USA or Capcom Japan or whatever were sitting down thinking, okay, so what do we have to bring to E3 in June of later this year? What do we have? Well, we can claim we've got DLC coming. We've got one game in the pipeline probably, and let's pimp out the tournament circuit as well too, for sure. All right, like raises all around. Great job, guys.
Promote that man! I like you! Come home to my house and fuck my daughter.
In 2 hours, I will be streaming Sega Genesis, so just so you know.
Alright.
I just need a break from the internet for like 2
Yeah, I'm gonna go get
just
something.
This, I'm like, oh man, I'm glad I crashed in the worst
Right?
possible way.
I rushed home and I skipped dinner for this shit.
Go get your dinner, man.
Right, it's just like going cold at the table, just like fuck that. Never, Capcom, you are never getting priority on this shit again. The only reason I did this was just for a test run, because the real show starts tomorrow, and I want to make sure everything works. So it's a good thing we tested it on this shit show, because tomorrow is where all the hype comes in, I guess.
Let's keep our expectations in check here. Let's try and sober up, because we're all kind of intoxicated with all the hype and all that. We saw what happened to Square Enix. We're seeing what happened to Capcom. I'm not sure how you feel about the Xbox thing the other day.
I haven't watched that yet. It was a little too long.
It was decent. It wasn't bad.
There was a comment that was given a little while ago on Twitter. I forget who said it. It was probably some guy who's an editorial person or whatever. But someone said that Bethesda could commit to a specific date, and there was a reason why for that, for Starfield in 2022, but Microsoft couldn't commit to a date for Halo. But the reason why for the former is because they want to celebrate Skyrim on 11/11/22.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you got a meme date there already, so.
11/11. If they don't start that presentation with the screen going black and then fading in and going, hey, you're finally awake, they're doing it wrong.
No, you know what I want is for the Nintendo conference, I want a black screen, the Nintendo logo blinks on, and then we have the dashboard of the new Switch console on whatever version of OS it's going to be using next. That's the only acceptable introduction.
Yeah, but it'll probably just look exactly the same, because we're about to get 5 years into the Switch's life cycle, and we've still got the same shitty UI that we've had before forever.
They're going to go into settings, they're going to go into themes, and then you're going to see a color other than black and white.
Maybe, yeah. You'll get red if and only if you happen to get the red Switch.
You'll get these fixed static backgrounds of these Mario silhouettes and whatnot, and they won't move as your screen moves, but that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna be happy with that.
Bend over! It's the Nintendo way. Well, my expectations are already low, thanks to Capcom, so it's just like, you know what? Just be a decent show. At the very least, I'll say Capcom didn't try to put in skits or some shit like that. They just had two guys wanking off the CPT at the end, because they're acting like it's the greatest esport that's ever esported, until they esported all over themselves.
All right, I do want to put this out there regarding Nintendo as it's relevant to tomorrow's conference. A Nintendo open source software webpage, which is rarely updated unless a high-profile release occurs, was updated recently. It doesn't update for cases of like that 0.1 releases or like tiny little like bug fixes and whatnot.
So new
I'm
software.
not sure if that's relevant. So yeah, like new software, new operating system software. So take that as you will.
Yeah, I've been
Nintendo.co.jp/support/oss/index.html. Yeah, that was a thing that happened very recently.
Yeah.
So again, grain of salt, like giant grain of salt.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about the GameStop shadow drop. So I've actually had a couple people come into my store asking about stuff, and like I don't know. Please don't hurt me. In between all the y'all got PlayStation 5s, can you get Pokemon cards? What about... I don't know why everybody's going after PlayStation controller. PlayStation 4, specifically. PlayStation 4 controllers have been a thing. I don't know what. It's like Sony released the PlayStation 5, hit a button, and all the PlayStation 4 controllers exploded overnight. Wait, Soan, weren't you having problems with your fucking controller recently?
Yes, my PS4 controller, I had to replace it with. It just decided...
Bang, 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 damage my controller.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
The
What
game didn't work. I mean, the game loaded, but the controller didn't work, but then the menus worked. I was just like, what the hell is this? And I have to reset it every time. I'm like, oh, I'll get a new one.
Okay.
So you gotta stop playing those hardcore like Genesis titles from like 30 years ago. Like, they're all rage-inducing. I've seen what it does to you.
Well, you gotta stop throwing yourself off cliffs and shit. Apparently, things for you haven't changed from the Genesis days.
No, I think your controller's taking a lot of damage from you just hitting that rewind button on the controller all the time.
No, that controller was pretty old, man.
He's gonna take you back to the past. Hopefully this time he will last. This way. You sure? That shit's fucking classic, dude.
No one actually clipped it. That scene.
Are you sure? I'm positive somebody clipped it.
Okay.
You might have to look into the past because, like, yeah, that's a way back. Somebody might have to save that, archive that shit, because that scene is why the fucking death scene from freaking Uncharted 2 is your theme song.
Yes.
Fuck. All right. So I'm gonna wrap this up and get something to eat because, like, I haven't. Yeah, I rushed here right out of work, and then I was trying to figure out how to set everything up. But yeah,
it's all good, man.
All right. Well,
you didn't really. This was like a test one.
Okay. Thank you, Capcom, for being our guinea pig and setting the bar so low that we didn't have anything to worry. My dude freaking got disconnected, came back, and he missed nothing because nothing was being talked about.
We're too preoccupied with everything working to really be disappointed with today's showing. So
yeah,
I guess we can comfort ourselves with that, I guess.
Yeah.
Somebody did you a favor.
Right.
Fuck. All right, you're. It's a show about yes. Soan Seinfeld Shibishi. You ever try to do a live stream and they just talk about a tournament that no one is playing? I mean, what?
What's the deal with
the deal? You ever have your main character tell you this way and you fucking die? I mean, what is the deal?
What's up with day one patches?
Why do I have to buy an amiibo to have something that should be in the game by default? Why do I need to buy an amiibo for fast travel? I mean, what is the fuck? I never even watched Seinfeld. I don't know why I'm doing this joke. I've never watched that show. I've just seen parodies of Seinfeld on other comedy shows.
Yeah, that's where I'm drawing from. That's where I'm drawing from.
Okay.
That's the ether from which I'm pulling this shit from.
Alright, good. Alright. So I'm not the only one. I was channeling Jim Carrey from In Living Color because that was a show that, like, my family grew up on. It was one of the only shows that was on when we first moved to this country, so... Everybody in my family can and will quote Jim Carrey at the drop of the hat. From frickin' Ace Ventura all the way to frickin' any like Batman Forever. Any movie he's been in will probably quote at the drop of a hat. Liar Liar especially is probably one of our favorites. Alright.
Alrighty then.
So thank you, gentlemen, for your time, for your cooperation. Thank you for cooperation.
Thank you for yours.
All right.
And if you have time, check out my in 2 hours. So.
All right. Just
Sure thing.
Try to avoid cliffs and jumping yourself off of them. And if an enemy is hanging out by a cliffside, running at him and doing an attack, even if it's successful, will probably get you killed. Don't do it. I've seen you do it. Pretty much all your Golden Axe runs and your Streets of Rage runs end up like that. So stop running at people.
Kid Chameleon, right there, I think.
Okay, Kid Chameleon too, right?
Yeah.
Soan this way, Sabishi. All right. So Faison, Caramel, Banquet, Dice, Soan, thank you all for joining me. I will see you all tomorrow for the Nintendo Direct, Indirect, E3, whatever we're going to call it. I do. Well, no, it's Nintendo. It's Nintendo Direct. Everybody else, this is the Capcom Direct, or Indirect, because they were not directly talking about Street Fighter V. They were going about it half-assedly.
This is a game.
This is a game. This is a tournament about the game.
Games. Go to this website. There you go.
Give us your money now.
Well, actually, no. This makes perfect sense. Like the quality, like just before you go, this makes perfect sense. This direct, as it was handled, with the news that it tried to convey and the excitement it tried to create in its fans. This is the same Capcom that had a web store that I only learned of just as they were about to close it. Like this is the Capcom we're talking about.
Yeah, this is the Capcom that opened up the very first game it put out on the Switch was yet another fucking version of Street Fighter 2. Oh, but this time you've got Evil Ryu and Evil Ken.
Violent Ken.
Violent Ken, yes.
It's Evil Ken. We just call them, every character is evil. Like Street Fighter 4, you got Evil Ryu, you had Akuma in the game, and then they made even more evil Akuma. And then the last character was Evil Cammy. Capcom is the master of underwhelming. So at least I can't wait to not be blown over by who the last character for Street Fighter V is. They already probably blew their wad on Akira. But we'll see.
You know what? Like, not gonna lie, I kind of wish that. Okay, well, this is kind of dumb, but remember the monitor cyborg from the Street Fighter 2 anime movie?
Oh, holy shit, dude! You're really going back.
Yeah. Like I like they had sprite works done for that character in that interactive Street Fighter animated movie,
right,
which had like battle scenes like in typical Street Fighter like 2D fashion.
Street Fighter.
I wish they kind of bring that back.
No, they're gonna bring back Sawada from Street Fighter the movie, the game.
Okay. I'm signing out of this Discord. Have a good day, folks.
See you later.
Sawada later.
Captain Sawada, yeah, for sure. And top billing too, I'm sure.
Hakuna Sawada. What a wonderful game. I'm a terrible human being, so...
Right after Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Alright, take care, y'all. Have a good night.
Alright, see you guys.
Later.